Excellent. Well, why don't we call the meeting to order? And I guess we should do self-introductions.
Sure.
Lion Steve, you want to be the master of ceremonies there, the Lion?
Absolutely. I'm Lion Stephen Martin. I'm happy to be here. I think a lot of you know me. I don't know what else to say.
At least you don't have an orange suit on.
Yeah, you got that right.
Glad to be out of there.
Yeah, they're closing my jail.
I heard.
Yeah.
So November, is it?
Yep.
So why they're closing it?
Old building.
Yeah, several reasons. One is your husband said it's a very old and dilapidated building. It needed to go a long time ago. No one had the will to do it, but and you know, times are changing, but there's still bad people out there. So
Well, in all my jury duties, I've always been at that place. Never in downtown. It's always on Brannan Street. It's always there.
It needs to go. It's not seismic. That's a whole other discussion. I'll get videos of it on our last day.
Cool.
It's very interesting. So
where are you going to go to work?
We'll probably go different places. They've been talking about it. Right now the sheriffs are patrolling because of the emergency. So I could have, I kind of volunteered for that, but other people went. So I'll end up over there for a bit. We'll see. Very interesting times.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lion Steve.
Yep.
Lion Lyle, you want to go next?
I am Lyle. Blah, blah, blah. I'll cut that out of the recording. I'm Lion Lyle Workman, treasurer, and I do a few other things. That's it.
Lion Sharon?
I'm Lion Sharon, past president and board member.
Excellent. Thank you. Lion Zenny?
Lion
President-elect?
Senate Lohan, a current board member and forthcoming vice president.
Fantastic. Glad you're here. Lion Bob?
Lion Bob Lawhon, incoming president.
And then I see Lion Bob.
No, that's Bob Lahan has two views.
Oh, 2 views? Okay. And I'm
He's piggish.
No, I want to see everybody.
Lion George, and I'm the current president for another month and a half. So with that, why don't we get the meeting going? I see Lion Joe isn't here tonight. So we got a little correspondence. One is the Global Initiative for Health and Wellness. They're looking for a donation. Have any of you seen that memo?
Huh.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So they were asking for money, so we can table that till next meeting. And then we all know about George Abib died, but Terry Garcia.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she's from South City, and that was a shock to me. I don't know if she was sick or not, but
Yeah, it was just a sudden thing.
wow.
Unfortunately, we don't hear about everybody all the time.
Right. So and then I guess we donated some money to the first responders of San Francisco.
I did myself.
Oh, okay.
And then I just shared that GoFundMe link. I could, you know, when it comes up, I could explain more about it. We kind of, we were so short on PPE at the beginning of this. Guy I worked with reached out, found a gentleman that manufactured the shields. He donated a bunch. The head of the Deputy Sheriff's Association thought that was great. He went out and got it paid for a bunch more, and we were giving them to other people that worked at Muni, nurses, other, you know, for essential workers, non-frontline, but mostly for ourselves and other people. So that's that. He was just trying to raise about $1,000, and I sent you the link for that.
Okay.
And that's through Ken Lamba. He's the head of the Deputy Sheriff's Association. It's a union, our kind of labor organization for all of us. And,
Is he the guy that's right down there on, what is it, 6th and Brandon?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
in the alley. There.
Right. Yeah, I've been down there a couple times.
Okay, yeah.
A whole collection of T-shirts.
He does. Yeah, and he likes mini cars too. He's we thought it's a good thing. I mean, now we're up and walking. The masks are coming in, but for the first month, I had an N95 I had from the water department.
Wow.
From the rim fire. And if I knew things were going to go sideways and the wheels would come off, I would have saved more of them. But I wore one. I had two. I wore them for a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and we still don't have M95s. We have the knockoffs. So, but I found another one house cleaning today, brand new. I'm not going to use it till I go back to, you know.
Who would think, huh?
Yeah. These interesting times. So, yeah, if we could do that, it's kind of a good bridge building thing. And this is a long emergency. It's not, I know the lockdown's kind of ending, but we're going to have to be cautious going forward for probably another year or more, you know.
Okay. Well, maybe we could bring that up at the board meeting.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Lyle suggested that.
And then the district cabinet meeting is going to be May 23rd. And it's going to be via Zoom or some other type of deal. So we'll see how that goes. You're all invited.
Oh boy. Haven't been to one of those for a while.
And having it on a virtual one is going to be interesting. They're hard enough to stay awake as it is.
It might be a little problematic.
This was, I guess, 6 or 7 years ago. We tried a meeting like Zoom, and it was with a bunch of plumbers. One guy was talking, you know, and he got ratchet jaw and just kept talking and talking. And we looked over at one of the guys, and there he was in his chair sawing logs. So that was the last one we had.
Done that a few times.
Ratchet jaw. I love it.
So I guess we could go right on to committee reports. Lyle, you have any final words on the youth and community?
Youth and community. I don't know. I think that everybody here is on the financial email list that they received the detailed youth and community raffle report. Did everybody get that?
I did.
Okay.
I've had it.
It's quite long. It's got a lot of information in there. Some of it you're not interested in. Some of it might be. But the bottom line at this point is that we have made $7,459.04. I don't believe that's going to change. However, I didn't mention this under correspondence, but we did receive back from Michael Fellman, who was a purchaser from Mike Castagnetto, and he actually won $100 and he donated it back to the club.
Oh, nice.
Good
And
man.
so, actually, I looked his record up, and he was in the charity raffle starting in 1979.
Wow.
So he's been around for a while. And it started out as a Cadillac raffle, and it changed a couple times over a period of years. But at the end, we were calling it the charity raffle, and he gave to that raffle, which ended in 2014. He donated 27 times
Mm.
during those years. So he's given us a lot of donations, and plus he gave us another $100 back. So that was very nice of him. I sent him a receipt with a nice note attached on that. And so, although that's money that came in from the youth and community, I just counted it as a regular donation to the club rather than something connected to the youth and community. So the report hasn't changed at all from when I sent it out. I don't know. Are there any questions on that? I don't know if anybody looked at it, but it had all kinds of information about how many we sold and who sold what and who gave what, and blah, blah, blah. But if anybody wants any information on that, just give me a call or let me know.
Some of the members may be interested to
Oh,
learn
hi,
that.
Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I'm late, so I'm subject to being fined. I'm prepared to pay the fine.
The bill's in the mail.
Yeah.
But Michael Fellman, the man that Lyle was just talking about, was a fellow or is a fellow roofing contractor of Castagnetos.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's based in Daly City.
Mm.
Interesting.
Michael's, I've worked with Michael on jobs in the past. He's a great guy, but he belongs to a contractors group that I belong to. And I've been in that group, I guess, 15 years, and I've never seen him at a meeting ever. But he keeps donating and, as a member. So
Interesting, yeah.
yeah, he's a nice guy though. Really does beautiful work. He does roofing and siding.
Yes.
Well, we're glad to see you, Joe.
Okay, happy to be here, yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
You
I'm
didn't
late.
miss very much except introductions
Okay,
and just a cursory mention of the youth and community raffle. That was pretty much it.
And I don't think we have anything on the football pool or the crab feed.
Nope.
Next year.
Nothing new. It's all
did
done.
we have a treasurer's report?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
Okay.
So, Joe, do you have any other announcements or correspondence?
No, just that one letter from Fellman. Mhm.
Okay. Let's see. We don't have a guest speaker tonight. Convention raffle. We haven't figured that one out. Attendance raffle. I say we start the board meeting. So, Lion Joe, you want to do roll call?
Yes. Soleil,
Here.
Donnelly, Farrer's here, Workman's here, Graziano's not here, Finesh, Steve Martin,
Here, sir.
here, loud and clear. Sharon Eberhardt,
Here.
good. Zenaida Lahan,
Here.
and Robert Lahan.
Here?
He's trying to make up for a couple other meetings he missed, so he's here twice.
He's not on the board. I called his
No,
name.
it's not.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just taking up a chair.
Should I kick him out?
So we
Yeah.
have 6 board members here.
That should be a quorum, Joe.
That's a quorum, right?
All right.
Since we shrunk it. We're shrinky dinks.
So has everybody read the minutes of the previous board meeting?
Don't have minutes of the previous board meeting.
No, I was thinking, I don't remember seeing any.
I've got,
Oh, geez.
I've got minutes in front of me.
Excellent.
There wasn't much that happened. Bob Lahan was to confirm a date for the next crab feed.
Hmm.
Has that happened yet?
Not yet. I haven't talked to Father John. It's a little
Okay.
difficult at this time.
All right. And Lyle reported on the youth and community at the last meeting. And at that time, he reported that the bottom line was $7,700.
Came in slightly below that.
On the same subject, he suggested, and the board agreed, the club should reduce the penalty to groups for lost books. And that was the extent of the board action.
Can you repeat that last part about the books?
Yes, lost books that groups have been penalized for.
Oh, I know. Okay, I understand.
The raffle ticket books, yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand that. Yeah.
Thank you, Lion Joe. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes as read?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Motion carried. Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report. Once again, I emailed this out to everybody. I guess everybody got it, but I'll go over the assets. In terms of particulars, I did want to mention, hold on. I just mentioned Terry Lee. I sent him with the last bulletin, I sent him another request that he send in the dues. Have not heard anything yet. I do suggest that Secretary Joe, you send him a letter asking him to send in the 75 simoleons.
75?
75 is what he owes, yes. And at the end of June, it's going to be 150. So, other than that, there was only one other thing that I was going to bring up concerning the treasurer's report. And I'll bring that up during a little bit later.
All right.
Will do. I'll send them a demand letter.
Excellent. Thank you, Joe. I requested it several times, and
Right.
I haven't talked to him directly, but
How long has it been, do you think that since we've seen him? About 20 years?
oh, geez. When we had the crab feeds at the recreation center, so that was up until when? 2012, 2013, something like that.
Not, all right.
He used to come to those
Okay.
because it was close to his house.
Yes. Good.
I can't tie that to a date. I apologize.
That answers my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was longer than that because we had 4 crab feeds at the
Italian American Social Club.
yeah, and then we had some at what do you call it?
St. John.
So that's a total of 6-7 years that we've had crab feeds outside the recreation center, and I think we missed 2, so that's 9. So that's 2010 or 2011, I would guess. Is that what you're thinking is?
It just seemed like it was longer, but who knows?
Yeah.
It's time flies so fast.
Sometimes, yes.
Okay. So do we have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
Be gentle.
I so moved.
So approved.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Do we have any old business? I don't think we did, but
No, I'm just in the treasurer's report after we approved it. I just noticed that there are 3 checks that haven't been cashed for a while. One of them was from the Los Bomberos of $300 of 2019, I think, Bob.
Yes, those are the that was a separate item I was going to bring up
Yeah,
in a short while.
and Bob did contact the Los Bomberos and another person there, but we haven't received any response. Is that correct, Bob?
That's right.
you think they lost it?
Well, probably because if those guys that were in their uniforms, if they stuck it in a pocket in the uniform and then they got back and just stripped off the uniform, who knows where it went?
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not the first time I've had to replace a check for those guys. They're just sloppy, I guess. I don't know what to say.
As long as when they show up at the house, they're not sloppy, I don't care.
Yeah, I agree, but nevertheless, and those checks go to the San Francisco Firefighters Toy Program,
Yes.
not necessarily to Los Bomberos.
That's correct.
So, but since you brought it up, I'll expand on this a little bit. There are 3 checks long outstanding. 2 of them are not terribly old, but one of them is actually from 2018. And I had hoped that she would be here tonight, and that's Viella DuPont. I believe it's a measly check for $25. I sent her a replacement check in June of 2019, and it still has never been cashed. Her unfortunate problem is that she goes through very long periods of time where she does not communicate at all. It's like she drops off the face of the earth. And so, I haven't talked to her directly about this check. And I wrote it up in here specifically, or one of the reasons I wrote it up is so that she would contact me and get this straightened out. The second check was a $50 check, I believe, which was a youth and community prize from last year. So it was written on 4/18/19, and that was written to Joyce Clues, and she is the sister of Lion Hanford Clues.
Yeah.
For those who don't know. And
No, Hanford's only sister has passed away.
Yeah.
Joyce cannot be Hanford's sister.
okay, well, she's connected to him somehow. She's some relative of his.
Yes, must be a cousin.
Perhaps, I don't know. I'll endeavor to get these things straightened out. The San Francisco firefighter one, I don't have a contact information for them at all, Bob. I gave this check to you, and you passed it along to whomever.
Yeah, I passed it along to them when I may have given it to Santa at the meeting itself. So I will follow this up and find out. One time
Okay.
I did give it to. I went to the firefighters, the building that they have, and I gave it to somebody there. That one got through. I'll follow this up. I'll grab it.
Okay. It's not like these are bothering me at all. It's just one of those things that kind of comes along every now and then. And last June, I had probably I sent out a bunch of replacement checks, about 4 or 5 replacement checks from the previous year that had not been cashed. And once again, it's kind of want to take care of it before the end of the year or whatever. But anyway, that's that. Hope that straightens it out for everybody.
Okay.
Excellent.
That's the end of my report.
Thank you,
I have a
Lionel.
question. Did our 2 delegates vote for the
Well, we have to talk
district
about that.
officers and the ballot measures?
Well, we need to talk about that as a group. to find out how the club wants us to vote. So has everybody looked at the ballot or familiar?
Yes.
Okay, so
Some of us have, probably all of us have not. It was as a, there was a download available as a link in the last bulletin.
Oh,
And some people may have looked at it and others may not have looked at it.
I'd looked at it, except I don't know the officers that are to be voted for. So
There's no
anyone
competition
could be.
for any of the district offices, so
right.
that's almost automatic for
Right.
governor, first and second vice governors.
If
Yeah.
if everybody
The most important thing is the hotel site for the next convention.
right, if everybody will look in the chat room, there's a link in the chat room to download and look at the PDF if you wish to do so.
Yeah.
Where's the chat room?
If you go to the bottom next to where it says share screen, you'll see a little button that says chat.
Oh, okay.
I see it.
If you click on that, it'll open up on the right,
Yeah.
and there's a link in there. If you click that link, it will download the PDF.
And I think
I'm getting slapped. I hit the wrong thing. There. Oh, it went away. Shit.
oh, it wants me to go to a Dropbox and sign in and create all this stuff.
No, just download it.
It just says Zoom group chat.
I'm scared.
Well, that link is it's in my Dropbox,
Okay.
and just download it.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to share it or anything. You don't have to sign up or sign in or anything. You should be able to just download it.
Copy that. Did it. Yep.
I already printed it out from somewhere. So
Well,
I have
then-
I don't know if you sent it to me, if I got it off the thread, but I have all-
yeah. Okay. Well, some of us may not. If you like, I can share my screen and you guys can see it as well. Do you want me to do that?
Well, I can see it, but let's see. Fanny Chu, okay. Dr. Augusto June Valera Jr., MD. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I got all these guys here.
So it sounds to me like, everybody's unopposed. I mean, do we want to vote for him or not vote for him?
I'll give them a vote of confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody is opposing that.
Right. So, I mean, the only thing you could do is if you didn't want to give him a vote of confidence would be not vote. But I think they're stepping up to the plate. We should give them all the support we can.
And John,
Give them the vote of confidence. It's going to be a tough year.
Do you have any inside information on this stuff, Sharon?
well, I was trying to talk, but somebody always talks over me, so I don't know whether there's a lag in the time. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
there's a slight lag on your feed for some reason. Sorry.
It's probably my tablet. Anyway, I support all three of them. John Huey does a great job for the Lions. He's very active. He always volunteers to do whatever is asked of him to do. So I have no problem with voting for all three of them. I'm in favor of the global initiative that's on here, ballot measure. The only thing, I'm not in favor of going back to the Red Lion Hotel.
You would prefer the Visalia?
That's going to lose because the convention committee is already recommending the Red Lion Hotel.
Ah,
But that's in Reading.
Yes, in Reading.
So that's what, 4 hours?
Well, it's about 3.5, they claim. But when I went up the last time, it was more like 4.5 hours for me.
Yeah.
To get there. And the only really, I talked to some people who know that area in Visalia, and I've actually been to that hotel. And the only complaint they have is that it's not going from here to Reading is more of a straight shot. This is a bit more difficult to get to. But I'm just in favor because I'm tired of going to Reading. But Reading is a nice hotel. And they do a lot for the Lions. So
Well, so the food fair would be held in the parking lot.
at Visalia?
Yeah, not accessible to the hospitality rooms, or it could be done in the city park about a block and a half away.
I know, that's why they like Reading. Because everything is right there. They have that big central court where they have all the food stuff and the contest and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not the first time that if they were to go to Visalia, it's not the first time that the events were not be held in the hotel itself.
Yeah.
We went to
Right back.
I'm not sure if it was Modesto or Merced. I think it was Modesto a few years ago, 1 year, and the costume parade was not held at the hotel. It was held nearby. I don't remember the details, to be very honest with you, but it's not the first time something like that would happen or whatever. My view of the of the district convention is a lot of these events that are held are very much passé. There's very little participation, not like there used to be many years ago. And realistically, they can make their convention one day if they chose to do all the district business.
The amateur show, the costume parade, the tail twister event.
Yeah. They still
The
do all that.
memorial.
You actually could probably do it in 2 days if you had 1 day for registration and on that day they could do their golf tournament thing that they do. And then have the 1 day where they do business and then you could take off. But like I say, I don't really have any objection to the hotel itself. It's very nice. It's just distance is just so far away. That's all for me. I would rather have somewhere in Sacramento, but they say there's no place around there that is comparable in price and amenities.
That's funny they say that because if I remember correctly, the last convention I went to was in Sacramento.
In Sacramento, yeah.
Yeah, but that hotel was torn down.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
That's why they had to move.
apparently that was the last hotel in Sacramento, so there are no other choices, I guess.
Sacramento hotels are actually pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
steakhouse.
the $6 motel is like $100 a night there.
Well, these are cheap.
Well, the one in Visalia, I think, was $112 a night.
Well, that's the red line is 112, and the Visalia one is 109. But
Oh,
the
okay. Sorry.
when they have these package deals, you can't just, well, I guess you could get, but they want you to buy into the breakfast, lunch, and dinner packages.
Right.
It gets expensive. I mean, like the dinner's like $75,
Yes.
and the lunch is pretty.
Yeah.
And
So
you can get the same-
you're either going to travel 4 hours north or 4 hours south.
Well, they say here 3.5 hours,
Yeah. Well.
both of them.
I don't know what to say.
That's in your jet, you know?
True.
So personally, I have no either way. I would have to take Sharon's advice.
Well, you know, it's just what it's convenient for you. I mean, I don't know how convenient it is to get to the one in Visalia, but I don't know. You know, it's worth a try. If they don't like it, they got to go back to Reading. But like I said, I doubt very much that everybody's going to vote for Reading. You know, my vote would just be a protest vote. That's all.
Well, how does everybody feel? Let's make a decision, and
I would go along with Sharon myself.
yeah.
But she knows better than me in terms of those hotels and meetings. So I would
Sounds
go
to me
with
like
her.
we have a general consensus that we would all vote for, all the candidates vote for Visalia and vote for the Global Health Initiative.
Yeah.
Is that your feeling, Sharon?
Yeah. That's what I would recommend.
Okay.
I'll make all that in the form of a motion, and we will instruct our delegates to do so.
Cool.
I
So
second.
we have a second and a,
Second.
all in favor?
Yo.
Aye.
All right.
Motion carries. All right, the hard part of the meeting's done. Let's see. Ballot for convention, Las Bomberos. We got okay. There was something else that we were going to talk about. I think it was making a donation to the
Police and fire.
right. Yeah.
Steve's GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you. It's if you see these shields they wear, they're kind of like a foam thing goes around your head. It's a whole shield, keeps your face protected. Stuff can't get into your eyes and whatnot. And the Deputy Sheriff's Association contracted to get a whole bunch of them and give them to folks at Muni and other essential workers throughout the city, because they really didn't have them, and they still don't have them. They wouldn't have them unless people donated them or we went out and bought them. So the logistics train. Pardon?
They're very easy to make.
Yeah. They didn't seem that. It didn't seem like rocket science, but it was just, you didn't have them there. They are kind of easy.
Yeah. You can get all that stuff at a craft store.
Probably what this guy did. So, I mean, they're not that per unit cost. They're 50 cents. He wanted to give, thousands of them. So I gave him $100. He wanted.
Do you have a recommendation on the need, and how much would you recommend we give? Any thoughts?
The need's important because this is going to keep going. I don't see a sunset on this, and it's just to use a business term, best practice going forward is going to be, masks, gloves, but the shield's real helpful. When you put the shield on in front of a face mask, you feel pretty good. I'm not saying I'd want to walk into a wall, but I feel,
a soft wall maybe.
Yeah. $200, $250, something like that. But Sharon, you're right. They're very easy, and they're, I don't know why they weren't laying somewhere, to be used. These are things we should have had on hand, but that's something going forward.
Well,
So-
I only know how easy they are because there was a YouTube demonstration. A doctor came up with an easy way of doing them, and he got the plastic. You can get them in big rolls. So he made a lot for the hospital. But you can go to Michael's or any craft store, and they sell the sheets in a package. I think it's like 50 sheets.
Yeah.
Buy the foam and cut it to fit the shape of the size of your head, and hot glue it on, or put it on with tape. So they're not that difficult. But I think it's if the guy went to all the expense and time to make some and donate them, he should get reimbursed, or get some money for it.
Exactly, and they're not that costly. And I mentioned before, I've learned all types of things during this. I learned how to cut my hair. I've actually made food at home other than oatmeal. Yeah, I took my own haircut.
Will you come over here, Steve, and do mine?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. It may be
Yeah, I'll cook for you, Steve.
all right. This will be my third reinvention, hairstyle. I'm cooking at home. I'm baking. I'm doing. I'm eating out. There's no food, and going to the stores are like climbing a mountain. So what I was saying is these things are real important. I keep learning. So the smallest little things can really help these shields and whatnot. So
Yeah.
would have thought.
So make a motion.
They say that
Yeah.
those N95 masks, they say you can wash them. And several times, but you have to be very gentle. But you can do it in just warm water with an antibacterial soap like Dawn,
Yep.
and gently wash it and then rinse it out and hang it up to dry, and they're good to go. Now, I haven't tried it, but people say they do it.
You're very right, Sharon. That's exactly what I did. And on my days off, I'd put it on my dashboard in the sun.
That's good. That's a good idea. No, that's great.
I mean, this is a new normal. This is like and the sun. This virus doesn't like the sun. I'll tell you.
That's right.
Sun will kill it. So
Talk about some third world stuff, huh?
yeah.
So are you going to make a motion, Steve?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion. We support Ken Lamba of the Deputy Sheriff's Association of San Francisco, and I vetted it. He's the only guy with his hands on the till of this. This GoFundMe was another thing I had to learn about. It's transparent, and the money to help make these masks and whatnot, $250 would be good. I think it'd be a good gesture.
I'll second that.
I agree.
So is there any other discussion on it?
Call for the vote.
Yeah, let's, all in favor?
Aye.
Favor.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Good.
Excellent.
Steve, I will contact you and get the particulars of how to get the funds to whomever.
Yeah, and that's cool that George has kind of met the guy. He's we're trying to figure out how to have Zoom meetings now. So that's another with the Deputy Sheriff's Association. So that's another story.
So they always hit me up every year around Christmas time for the kids. They take them out shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I got to know him.
Oh, all right, cool. Oh, good. There's a continuity here. So, and like guys, just to FYI, if you rode Muni, Muni at the beginning of this, before they shut down most of the lines, didn't have anything. It's This is how we learn. So I'm not blaming anything, but some of the bus yards are going to start back up, I'm told, from people that work there the middle of the month. So it's a good thing going forward for us and everyone else. So
Excellent.
All right. Let's see. Is there any other reports or anything we need to bring up?
I have something. I don't know, a couple weeks ago, perhaps toward the end of April, I sent out a preliminary funds available for our year-end donations. Does everybody remember getting that, or do you remember getting it all?
I remember getting it.
I remember getting it, yeah, but I can't lay my hands on it right now.
Okay, that's all right. It needs to be updated a little bit. The reason I sent that out is we've been making all of our donations at the end of the year. And this year in particular, I'm not sure how you feel about it, but we may want to rethink some of the things we give money to and push some of our money toward other things. Don't know. Just a thought. I sent that out in an effort to try to get people to think about what they would like to do with the money we made this year. Some of it's already been given out. We've already made just short of $5,000 in donations already this year. And then we have in our budget, we have $7,100 additional funds that are allocated toward various things. Not that we have to give those things at all. It's just that that's what's in the budget right now. Right now we have approximately a little less than $1,500 that is not spoken for in the budget. So something to think about. I watch the news fairly regularly, as much as I could stand watching the news, and which is not a lot, but I try to keep up on things. And there seems to be a outstanding or a very terrific need for food services for people. Apparently nobody has money to buy food. Poor planning on their part, or poor distribution of unemployment, or their expenses are too high, or whatever the problem is. There seems to be a huge need for food. And we don't have anything in our budget for food at all. Last year we gave $500 to the Daly City Food Bank, and that's the only thing we've done as far as that type of donation is concerned for a while now.
And from what I understand, the food bank up there is closed.
That
COVID, yeah.
Before I wrote all this up, I actually called and it said they were closed. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why.
When it's needed most.
Exactly. And I can only guess that perhaps they were told to close by the powers that be. I don't know. Or they, didn't Denise Kelly couldn't do it or something. I don't know what the story is.
She's no spring chicken, so
yeah,
dealing with all those people could be a real
problem.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to bring it up and bounce it off some people that, hey, do we want to give anything for food services for people? And if so, where can we give it? We can give it. There's a ton of organizations. Yeah. We can give it to the local food bank or whatever. I'm sure
school
it would be appreciated.
Free food.
What was that, Joe?
The schools, I think he said, are cooking for kids, but I think there's a lot of people shut in that can't get out or
Yeah.
very vulnerable, and that Meals on Wheels is good. This is something to research
Yeah.
because they probably don't have internet either.
You know the food bank that's out there on Pennsylvania?
Right.
Anyway, it's right there where the old gas tower used to be.
Right. It's a very large structure. You can't
Yeah.
miss it.
Yeah. So they when they have they line up the whole block, and they no cars can park on the street, and they just have the people come through, and it goes all day long. Tremendous amount of food is given away.
Right.
And my thought is that there's a lot of need, not that
And it's in the neighborhood.
yeah, it's fairly close, Caesar
Well,
Chavez and
There's also an organization called Open Hand who gives money to a senior. It's called IT Bookman. It's in the OMI, and they give out prepared meals to seniors. They get 7 meals a week, plus milk and fruit and little fruit cups.
Why don't we do this? Why don't each one of us think of an organization that we know, have worked with, might be in the neighborhood, that we've seen, and submit it to Lyle, and he can say, these are the ones we want to take a look at. That'll give us a place to start. What do you think?
I think that's an excellent idea. However, don't send the information to me. If you find an organization that you think could deserve some money, gather the information, present it at the next board meeting yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not up to me.
now speaking of the next board meeting, that's the last meeting of our fiscal year, right?
Actually, the second meeting in June would be the last meeting.
Right. Well, that's next month.
Right.
Well, what I'm thinking, the last board meeting of the fiscal year.
Yes, that is correct.
So do we need to spend our money prior to the end of the year, or
We can do anything we want. This is the only reason I bring it up is this is what we've been doing for the last number of years.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I mean, it's not like income tax where you got to get rid of it before the.
no.
Okay.
No. I would recommend that we give a bunch of money away before the end of the fiscal year.
Okay.
The last couple of years, we've been inclined to have recipients visit the club at least once during the year and tell us what their organization is doing and
Yeah.
what they need.
Unfortunately, we've given lip service to that, but it hasn't been very effective in terms of getting people to come to the meetings and actually letting us know what's going
Right.
on.
We
with
got
our funds.
Teen Challenge to come to a couple of meetings and
Yeah, they've come in the last few years. They've come 2 or 3 times, I suppose.
right.
So has Clinic by the Bay has Balboa High School. Emily Powell doesn't come to meetings, and I have to say that the money we give them may go to good things, but truthfully, we have no report back as to what the funds go for.
Mhm.
I'm very disappointed in that respect, but that's just me. Some of the other things we give to the Lions Eye Foundation, we give to on a monthly basis. Wilderness Camp, we sponsor a deaf child to camp. They wouldn't come because they're too far away anyway. And then LCIF, we've gave $1,000 for the last few years.
We give to companion dogs or something?
What was that?
Will we give to companion dogs or something like that?
Well, yeah, we're a member, so we support them with dues, but we also have given them a couple of things over time. We buy some raffle tickets, and this year we gave them $100 in honor of George Habib. I'm gonna have to check and make sure I sent that out. But I don't know what to say.
Well, I think we should support Clinic by the Bay. I think they do a lot of good work. And we know that they're moving to the old medical center there on Alameda.
Right.
Definitely going to need some dough to help that go.
Well, the dough we give them is nothing compared to what they need there.
Oh, I know, but you know, every little bit helps, said the old lady as she peed in the sea. So.
I guess so. Anyway, what I'm going to do is on this report, I'm going to update it with the latest information, and I'll resend it again before the next meeting.
Okay.
And hopefully people will put their thinking caps on and give some thought about who we got to give money to.
You know, with this COVID ID thing, or 19, I think there's going to be a lot of people needing things, and maybe we need to sort of look around and see if maybe there's something new.
I agree. Like, who's the best at actually delivering meals, the last mile?
Yeah.
There's a lot of food banks, and you have to be able to show up. And I know a lot of really able and people that don't need food that show up. So I'm more concerned of the people that are off the grid in a building or don't have internet.
Mm-hmm.
And how are they getting things? And they're vulnerable to go out in public. It's where I live, it's a real mountain to even go to the store. You know, there's lines, and granted my hours are different, but so I'll do some legwork. We have social workers at work. I'll ask them who they think are the best meal delivery people in the social service world. You know,
Good
I know
idea.
Meals on
I like
Wheels
that.
do.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Anyway,
I would think in the United States, we go to a store, have to wait in line to get in the store, and then there wasn't anything in there.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait because I'm a senior. I go during senior hours. And if you go on Thursdays, that's after they've stocked the store, so all the shelves are full.
George, that sounds like a Soviet Union theme park. Wait in the store. Go to the store. There's nothing there. You pretend to work. They pretend to pay you. So anyhow, yeah, you never thought, hey, this is a whole change, man. Whatever that Chinese proverb is, it's all about it. So
Definitely.
Well, this may be the new normal, guys.
it better not be the new normal.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Just for a while.
but
If it is, I'm taking up cattle wrestling.
Yeah, me both. Yeah.
I'm going to take up riding.
yeah,
This is total bull. Well, I was going to say something, but I won't.
yeah. It's okay.
It's bull something.
Oh,
Bull manure.
yes.
Yes. But
All
anyway,
right. So let's see. Do we have any bills to be paid?
no, we have no bills that I'm aware of. I pay them long before they're due.
Good for you.
Good man.
Well, with that, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
Oh, I had just one little thing. We had
Uh-oh.
talked
Oh,
a while back about whether we wanted to, after we all get released from stay at home and the businesses and everything open up, if we wanted to go back to the Italian American Club, or if we wanted to continue doing the meetings on Zoom.
I thought we said that we'll do Zoom until the shelter in place is revoked.
Yeah, we have to.
And then after that, we do
Then
one
we go
meeting,
back to the Italian American Club. That's what
one
I
meeting a
thought.
month by Zoom and one meeting at the Italian club. Everybody seems to be in favor of that idea.
A lot of people spoke in favor of that. I agree. I have to say I'm disappointed that more people do not show up to these meetings.
Yeah.
People have the technology in their hand, and everybody is fairly well stuck at home. Particularly our members are mostly at home. And for them not to even make an effort is disheartening as far as I'm concerned. They don't even have to leave their house to do this. And
You're
they
right.
make no effort at all.
You're 100% right, Lyle, on that topic.
Well, maybe the incoming president will have to push this idea.
I will personally contact some people who should be doing this. We know some are a little afraid of technology, but some are able to do it even from San Jose.
Well, you know, they can do it with a cell phone,
Yeah.
you know, so
Mine,
That's what
Bob's
I'm
on the
doing.
cell phone right now. Aren't you, Bob?
Yeah, I'm on the cell phone right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
really? Wow.
Yes.
I think a lot of people aren't used to the technology. Like, I never used that before. Lyle started it here, and now the Lions are using a different thing, something about GoToMeeting or something like that. It's a different.
Yeah. The GoToMeeting is a very large platform as well. It's not quite as individual friendly as Zoom is, but it's in a lot of cases it's better for presentations like they've been doing. I've attended a couple of the webinars about Lions, and they're pretty well done. They're amateurs just like we are, and they do a very nice job.
Yeah.
Well, they have a rehearsal.
Well, some people may rehearse, others may not rehearse. It's really hard to tell. People don't understand that when you're on a computer, you just talk naturally. Some people slow down. Other people think you need to talk loudly, but you just talk. It's absolutely no different than being in a meeting. It really is not. Because I attend these things all the time.
Yeah, but there's no veal parmesan, no glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
I think I saw Steve Martin had a glass of wine there.
Yeah.
He's not passing it around. Yeah, see? Look at that.
He knows how to do it.
That's right. You're the man.
Thank you. Nope. Yep. At least we forget Layla. I wonder how she's doing.
Yeah.
So.
That's got to
See,
be.
they're open now. It started this week.
They're open?
They're
They
open
start
until
today.
7 p.m. or something like that.
They started with the takeout and the curbside delivery today.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Today, is it the first day?
This first day today.
Yeah, Julie put up the menu. It's been up on Facebook the last couple of weeks.
Right. I was actually surprised their prices are a little on the high side.
I agree.
A burger with
$14.95 for a hamburger.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little on the pricey side.
That's delivered, right?
She said
I don't know how the drive-by is going to work on that street. You blow your horn, or what do? You got a double park?
Don't know. But at least they're trying, and that's a good thing.
I tried at Best Buy, they have the the pickup, or you order it online and you just drive up and pick it up. It was seamless. It was great.
At Best Buy, you say?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't say that to
everybody,
Jenny. The Office
That's
Depot
the
works the
cookie.
same way.
This is Kevin.
Nice
Oh,
to see you, Kevin. I heard him. There you go.
Oh, was that Kevin?
Well, shall I
Oh, is
put
that
my
Joe?
jacket?
Yeah.
How long have you had?
Kevin is 6 months old.
oh,
Oh,
We've
baby.
only had him for a couple months.
Like
That's
having a
very
new
Actually, a
child
little,
around the
little
house.
longer than that. We got him just before the end of the year.
hmm.
There was
Cool.
an article in Time Magazine that pet adoptions has increased during this pandemic.
It
Very
has.
much so.
Oh,
People
yeah.
have a lot more time to do that.
Well, they're great companionship.
Well, yeah, that's the motivation is the companionship.
I agree. Kevin thinks I'm a giant chew toy.
Yeah.
Hey, all over my arm is all bite marks.
Oh, that's so
You
cute.
like Keith?
Oh, Kevin's a good dog. It's a great name, Lyle.
Yeah.
Well, my cat is right next to me, but she didn't want to move. Otherwise, I would have shown her face too. But it's right here, but the only thing moving is her tail.
Pick her up.
I tried, but she's right on towards the edge of the bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do we have a mystery lion tonight?
No. Good, Bob.
Oh, wait a minute. What does it say? It says I got a low battery. I thought I'm plugged in here. Well, I may be
Or we
fading
gonna
off
have an
for the
attendance
night.
drawing, George?
Yeah, right. These are the things that are hard to work out.
Well, the attendance drawing wouldn't be too terribly difficult.
Well, yeah, we have to have
Except,
food, or, you
Oh,
know.
that's a nice
All the
picture of
cats
Bob's
from
thumb.
the Italian
Yeah.
club.
We got to get Billy Graziano here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck
Is
with
it-
that.
Is the meeting over with?
I think so.
As soon as I find my charger, we're over.
Well, guys, I really enjoyed this.
Nice to see you all.
Yeah. And
Well, guys, are we done here?
We're done.
I don't want it to end.
Yes. Till the next time.
All right.
Hey, anybody see any good television programs lately?
Yeah, Bosch.
Bosch, I love
okay.
Bosch
Yeah.
on Amazon.
Right. Right.
Linda and I started watching a new one called Upload.
Upload, huh?
Yeah. The premise is that they have the technology. Instead of you dying and being buried, your consciousness gets uploaded to these various hotel type structures and things of this nature. So you live in a virtual world. You continue living. Your body dies, but you continue living in these virtual worlds.
Oh.
And it's a comedy. And
Comedy?
yeah,
Comedy, sure.
it
it's
is.
comedy.
It's very funny, but it's about the interactions between the customer service representative and one of the people that are living in this virtual world.
Hmm.
And if you have a chance to watch it, it's called Upload.
Which channel is it on?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get
Amazon.
there.
And it's really funny. The episodes are only a half hour long,
Okay.
and there's a lot of backstories, a lot of things going on, but the characters are pretty funny.
Okay, well, I'm watching something from a historical standpoint. It's called World on Fire. It's on KQED on Sunday nights.
Yeah,
It's,
World on Fire.
it's-
That's a mystery. What is it? Masterpiece Theater.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is a masterpiece,
Right.
and it is a masterpiece. The acting, especially the history stuff
Yeah.
that they're doing and so forth, it's very well done.
That's done by the BBC, and I watched that on Amazon as well. It just started very recently.
Yes, that
And
just started.
it takes place in it starts in 1938 in Poland,
Very good.
and it's very well done. The nice thing about British TV is they develop the characters a lot.
A lot. You're right.
Yeah.
And so if you're into interesting characters, knowing a lot about the characters and a lot of the backstory about them, you'll like BBC Masterpiece Theater things.
Yeah.
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Brit
We watched that, all of that twice already.
I haven't been
sounds like
watching
Jenny.
it. No, but what I did discover just quickly is my childhood days. Going through YouTube, that I found the church that my dad and I used to go when I was a little girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's having mass every day in Tagalog. I
Now,
tell you,
where
I've
is the
forgotten.
church located?
It's in Manila. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
minor basilica in Manila called Quiapo Church, and where the Black Nazarene is.
So they telecast their masses?
It's in Tagalog.
Oh, I see.
So there are a lot. It's in the Philippine language, so there are a lot of words that are transcribed in Tagalog, what an English mass would be or Latin mass would be. And I tell you, my tongue was a little warped and cannot pronounce some of the words anymore because I haven't heard them in a long time. But it did bring back a lot of good memories from my dad when I was a little girl. So that's what I found lately.
And I can tell you on Saturday mornings on one of the cowboy channels, you get 2 hours of Hop Along Cassidy.
That's right.
Hop along, Cassie. Unfortunately, that's before my time. Just slightly.
Okay,
before my
fine,
time,
Lyle,
but nevertheless.
I didn't know Kapalong Cassidy at all.
I watched Leave It to Beaver this afternoon.
There you go. That I
I
know.
love it.
Hey, the nanny's on too if you want to watch that, but it's in the middle of the morning.
I can't watch television during the day. I got work to do.
I'm going to say
we do.
goodnight to everybody.
Okay,
Good night,
Joe.
Good night,
everybody.
Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Till next
Good night.
time.
So we'll see you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
I had a great meeting. I'll have to
Was.
tune
Thank
into the
you. Good to
Western
see you
Channel.
all.
It's Encore Western, Steve.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Bye.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
night, brother.
Okay, fearless leader, are we done?
We're done. We'll see you all
Okay.
in 2 weeks.
Andiamo.
Okay.
Andiamo.
This is
No.
Buona sera.
everybody signing off. I'm going to end the meeting.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Good
Have a
night.
great week.
Left the meeting.
Okay.
Stay
Okay. Bye.
I'll say the
Bye.
pledge now. All right. Good night.
Thank you.